buckle up, Southern Tier. It's official. Tim Tebow is coming to Binghamton. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies just made the announcement about an hour ago. Breaking developments this noontime, we're learning more about a deadly stabbing that happened last night on the campus of Binghamton University. The victim has been identified. The suspect still on the loose. Signs of heat emergency to look out for include feeling lightheaded, dizzy, or if you stop sweating altogether. Make sure you bring yourself to a shaded area. Again, drink that water, and if needed, call 911. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is also speaking out about the no-tolerance policy, calling it un-American, and says he's planning to take legal action against the federal government. Thanks for waking up with us here on 12 News this morning. I'm Claire Kerr.
I'm Scott Cecina. Sounds like a great day to jump in the pool, right?
Absolutely. You know what? I think meteorologist Brian Schrader did challenge us to a cannonball competition.
I think he's right.
Earlier this week. So, Brian, is this a good day for that competition to happen? We got Father's Day coming up.
It was cannonball practice.
Practice.
So I think first we practice and then we have the competition.
I don't need no practice.
No.
From WBNG, your weather authority, this is 12 News at noon.
And we're starting 12 News at noon with a live look at downtown Binghamton from on top of the Security Mutual building. It certainly is a snowy day, and it is not over yet. So with that, we're in the Weather Center with meteorologist Brian Schrader. Brian, how much longer can we expect this to last?
Well, you mentioned about a 14-hour snowfall event starting at about 6 o'clock this morning, and that seems to be in line. So we've gotten about half the amount of snow we're expecting until around 8 o'clock this evening. And as we look out from the station, keep in mind, I just took a look at observations, and everybody reporting visibilities less than a mile. That's Binghamton, Ithaca, in through Elmira, down towards Scranton. So keep in mind, we're dealing with reduced visibilities, we're dealing with snowfall, and even looks like a little slushy accumulation outside the station here in Johnson City. So we're about halfway through with this snowfall event. The heavy snow will continue through the afternoon, and this is going to make travel difficult all through the afternoon, your lunchtime commute, even your evening commute. And this is what we're expecting. By 1 o'clock, another 2 to 4 inches, 26 degrees. Things are going to start slowly winding down by around 5 o'clock. You can see another 2 to 3 inches by then, and then we're talking about some more scattered snow showers by 9 o'clock. Take a look. Winds are going to increase out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Could lead to some blowing and drifting snow during the nighttime. I'll have the rest of your forecast in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Brian. Now, continuing our live team coverage, 12 News reporter Tyler Brown has been out braving the elements all morning long with a first-hand look at those conditions. He joins us now live this noontime in Johnson City. Tyler, how is it out there right now?
Well, Claire, we haven't really seen any sort of break from the snow since it started around 6:50 this morning, but the weather conditions have definitely affected the roads here in Johnson City. And we have seen the Department of Transportation plowing snow from the roads here, as well as the Parks and Recreation Department clearing roads in downtown Binghamton. Earlier today, I got to talk to a local resident who says the weather isn't halting her plans.
Snow, hail, sleet, I'm still going to do what I have to do. It's not going to stop me. I will survive.
And while the snow isn't impacting some, we did drive past some accidents on our way back to Johnson City, which is why we are urging everyone to slow down when driving on these slick roads. Now, if you do have to be out on the roads today, experts say that you need to keep your distance between other cars, because with these slick roads, you could definitely get into any sort of collision if you're not careful. So make sure you leave yourself plenty of distance to avoid any sort of collisions.
And Tyler, while we have you here, for kids who have a snow day today or parents who have to shovel, how is that snow?
Well, Claire, I can actually show you. Take a look down here. The snow is actually pretty soft and it's not really a packing type of snow. It's very soft, and just the slightest touch can make it fall apart. But yeah, it's definitely can impact roads. It definitely can impact things. But as far as the kids are concerned, it is a very cold day, a very windy day. So if they do decide to play outside in this snow, make sure they are very, very well bundled up.
All right, thank you so much for the updates, Tyler. Some great advice there, and we'll continue to have live updates today on the air and on our WBNG 12 News Facebook page. And the Binghamton Police Department has asked you to avoid parking on the streets today. This way, plows can do their job and keep the roads ready for emergency crews. Police say you need to park in a parking lot or a driveway. If you don't, there's a good chance you'll face the consequences.
We are going to be aggressively enforcing alternate side of the street, and if we do have to take action as far as towing, we will, because it's very important to keep these streets open for business and emergency vehicles.
Again, police also say if you don't have to go anywhere today, just stay home. And that being said, in addition to school closings, many local businesses are closed today. Those are listed on our website, WBNG.com. So if you had an appointment or meeting today, be sure to check that before you try and head out. In Washington, D.C., where they're having lighter wintry conditions, congressional negotiators appear to be closing in on a budget deal. This means it's less likely the federal government will shut down by the midnight Thursday deadline. Weijia Zhang has the latest from Washington.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill say they are making progress on a bipartisan deal to avoid another government shutdown this year.
I think we're on the way to getting an agreement, and on the way to getting an agreement very soon.
Tuesday, the House passed a short-term spending bill that would expire next month. Senate leaders are working on a 2-year agreement that would increase spending for both the military and domestic programs, such as combating the opioid epidemic. But President Trump says if Congress doesn't pass immigration reform, he'd welcome a shutdown.
Let's have a shutdown. We'll do a shutdown, and it's worth it for our country.
Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle quickly denounced the comments.
We don't need a government shutdown on this. We really do. I think both sides have learned that a government shutdown was bad.
He's the only guy that finds anything good in a shutdown.
The president's remarks took many by surprise since the proposed 2-year spending deal doesn't include any immigration changes, which Congress is tackling separately.
Last month's shutdown ended after Republicans in the Senate promised Democrats a vote on the DACA program, protecting undocumented immigrants who came to the U.S. as children.
Why can't we have some kind of a commitment on this side of the aisle?
Wednesday morning, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi said without a similar commitment from Speaker Paul Ryan, she and many other House Democrats will not support a long-term budget deal. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And 12 News at noon, we'll be right back with your full winter storm forecast right after the break. One of the biggest news and weather stories of this year was the solar eclipse.
That's right.
So here we have the sun, the moon, and our eclipse viewer, Brian. Wait, here we do a little rotation here.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Okay. Oh, when's
Can
it
you
coming?
see anything, Brian?
I can't
see anything. Wow, it happened.
Fantastic.
Too
Oh, my
fun.
goodness.